Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'm glad to introduce you the first design for the diversity module with OSD. You can get for only €2, and this is how it came up from this 3D printer. It's a very old one that I built 3 years ago, so that means that anyone with an average 3D printer can print this design. Actually, I prefer to do it this way and not to do a design only for a few people with an expensive printer. This, you can see, has good quality. We will improve a little bit, and it's designed to get the best quality and no breaches, not support, just the base. And we will see how to get it into the Fatshark goggles and to see how it looks. So as I said, this design will be available for purchase for only $2 or something, well, more like €2, and I will provide some instructions. But as you can see, I like to use like this base so it can avoid to move when it's printing. Maybe if you have a better 3D printer you don't need to use it, but okay, I like to use it in this case because the base is not too big. So first thing, we will cut this part with some scissors. I like to clean a little bit like this. And then for the holes, let's see, they should fit okay, but anyway, it's very easy to clean a little bit like this. Watch out, don't do it too strong, just a little bit like this, to have some nice and clean circle for the antennas. And actually these vents for the air, well, in my case are quite okay, but maybe you can still use a knife if you have some sharp parts of plastic. But usually, okay, with a good 3D printer you shouldn't have these problems, but anyway, it's quite okay. Maybe inside, as you can see, there are some like plastic drops. You can also clean it with a knife or something sharp, and let's see how it looks. Let's press. It should be this way. As you can see, it suits very nicely, and let's see how it looks inside of the goggles. It has some clip. There are not many. It's difficult to shoot here good clips to stack, but still, like this, if you press, it should be okay. You hear the click, yeah, and now you can see how it shoots quite okay with the round borders or round corners, and you can see that looks quite okay. This corner, of course, is because the board it's a little bit bigger, but in this part it's like the standard module. As you can see, it fits quite nicely. Was hard to design, as you can see. I made many attempts, but I think it looks quite okay. And I think it's quite strong. You can see how even it's a little bit hard to remove, so that means that it's quite okay. Let's have, yeah, like this. You can see that it has this part that is not exactly like the stock clips that it has, because it's quite difficult for a standard 3D printer to do this kind of clips, but like this it's quite okay. And you can see some details, how this is rounded with the same curve as the goggles. It has these vents, I like this way, so you know there is a flow of air the hot air coming from the receiver is going up and the cold air is coming through the bottom vent. And still you have some holes for the LEDs to know which antenna is taking the signal. Anyway, if you are printed in white, since it's not that fat, you can still see the color through the holes of the antenna or even through the plastic. But maybe if you are using black, maybe yeah, you still might need these holes. I will do several designs. My idea is to keep a fixed price for all versions of this part, of this cover, and only for the price of $2. I think it's quite fair. If you see this design somewhere else, I would please ask you to tell me, because it will be only for personal use. So you can print it for yourself as many times you want, but you cannot, or you shouldn't get profit with this. The thing is, I'm not asking for much money. You can find covers for $13 or something like this. This is only $2. I think it's almost nothing. Same idea as iTunes. It's like the apps that you can get for $2 or even $1. So I don't think it's worth it to copy and to try to find this for free. It's only a few dollars that will help me to keep going and doing more designs, doing more versions. Of course, if I don't get a little profit, I will have to stop my activity. I think it's normal and easy to understand. So I'm very glad that with this diversity module, diversity module you can get almost same aspect that the stock cover. Only this part that, of course, there's no way to remove it because there are like two PCBs, two boards of the module, and there's no other way to avoid it. But I think it's not as messy as the one with the screen. Somehow I feel satisfied, and it's what I was looking for the first time I saw this OSD diversity module open source with the very proven perception, the RX5808, that is used by a lot of people. Simply, we were used to the OLED screen with the scroll here, but we don't need it anymore. We just want to fly, to have as small as possible cover and not so many things, not so heavy, and yeah, we got it. I hope you like it. I will add the link into the description in a few hours or days maybe. I will try to find the best place to host this design, and I will keep doing more designs and improvement. I will hear the community, and of course I will especially hear the comments and advices of the clients. Okay, maybe I will somehow try to improve this part, but I think it's not that bad anyway. You can see it suits very well. This part, it's a little bit rounded, but okay. Almost you cannot feel it. If you have also the black version, the special edition version, then maybe you want to do it in black. And yeah, it will be very nice. These are the Fatshark HD3s. I think most of the Fatshark, at least the latest version, should have same cover, so it should fit very well. And just hope you saw every detail. And again, I will remove it and show you why I couldn't get these clips in the other side. Is because you see that there's no room for that. With the standard version you can do it because you don't have this board, this one, and then you can have it, but here there's no way, it's impossible. But yeah, I will keep thinking. Also in these sides that are flat, there is no way also to hang. Maybe if you will have the same receiver, you might want to use hot silicone here white better. Transparent could also be okay. If you're using black, then maybe of course black. And to put a little bit to press, and it should be perfect, like that. Okay, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. For those who don't have a 3D printer, I will also have the parts printed by myself, so with this quality. I will probably buy another 3D printer with better quality in case that customers are asking for better quality, and that I'm getting some little success with these parts. But I think, as you can see, this one I think is quite okay. I have to think about the price. I don't want to ask for too much, but simply the cost of sending each part, going to the post office, yeah, it's time that I will somehow to have to cover. But I don't think I will ask for more than, I don't know, 13, 14 euros, something like this. Follow me on Facebook to know more updates about the design, future versions, future designs of another kind, and I hope you like it. If that's so, subscribe, follow me in Facebook, and that's all for today. Okay, hope you enjoy, thank you, see you next time.